We're
All
live.
right. Yay. Hello, everyone. What's up, Kenny? What's up, Rockford? I don't know why I still call Rockford or Roundhouse Rockford. Yeah. What up,
S.
Ed?
I haven't seen S in a while.
So today's topic is dangers of
Should
fish keeping.
probably wait for a little bit, right?
Maybe. Anyone
So,
got anything new going on? What's up, Bob? Got some new saltwater fish.
can you show us those fish?
Yeah.
They're really, really cool. I like them.
Spin it around. What's up, Cat?
Ooh, Frontosa tank. Kenny's setting up a Frontosa tank.
Ooh, nice. Let me see if I can move the light.
Bob?
Here we go. Bob knows what that is. Bob's got to know what that is.
I don't know if he knows what type it is, though. No, wait, he used to have one, too. What's everybody doing this Memorial Day weekend? Do you got any fancy plans or just hanging out? Enjoying time off? So cute.
He's not pacing so much, at least.
Did you turn the air up?
No, it's still on.
No. Can you put? I would maybe put a black background behind it or something, like a trash bag. I feel like he's trying to look beyond what
Get
he
him
can.
moved over.
Yes.
So yeah,
So
guys. This is a porcupine puffer, and right in front of us is a stars and stripes puffer. They are not going to be in here for very long at all.
it's more a temporary setup because it was an impulse buy, wasn't it?
So yeah, guys. After we had the stream of talking about how I
No
have no
restraint.
restraint, I went and had some more no restraint. So that was pretty fun.
Yeah. So the following day we went to a fish store, and then somebody said that he's gonna set up a 150-gallon, and we saw those two puffers. And he was like, "You think they will go well in 150?" And I'm like, "Sure." So they were. He just bought them right then.
Yeah.
But he's setting up a quarantine tank, right?
Mm-hmm. And keep in mind, I went there for what, a 14 or a $15 or $25 eel.
Yeah, for eel. I don't remember how much it was.
It was either 15 or $25, and then I took home two more puffers.
Yeah. Somebody. I had nothing to do with it. Maybe. Maybe not.
So she says she has nothing to do with it, but in this tank that you can't see just right now, but I'm sure they'll be out later, so I'll show them off later. Somebody wanted 4 engineer gobies.
I wanted 4 engineer gobies. I didn't know they had engineer gobies at the store.
Oh, baloney. They were there for weeks. Is this
You
how this is going
asked.
to go?
You asked about them, and I told you they're gonna get big. They're gonna need a bigger tank, and then you said, "Oh, I have this 150."
Yeah, and that's not when I made the decision to buy them.
I guess it's my fault.
All right, better. It's okay though. Not something so bad to be at fault for, right, guys?
No.
Gonna set up a 150 saltwater fowler tank.
Yeah.
And that's something I could talk about, I guess. Plans have changed for the fish room. I don't think I'm going to be doing the middle rack anymore. I think the 150 is going to go there. So I'll have the rack on the left, rack on the right, the 275s and the 240s in the closet, but then the 150 going down the middle. And I'm hoping to set it up so you can see it from both sides.
Yeah. Oh. It's gonna be great.
And then I want an angel to go in that 150, but I don't know, because I guess they could be little a-holes.
Does Bob still have that queen angel?
Bob, do you still have the queen angel? No, I don't think he does.
I was wondering about that.
I could be wrong.
Let's see. But anyway, with the topic, there's a lot of fish going in that 150 that actually can hurt you. Like
Yeah, and it's not only that 150. I guess between the two of us, we just like keeping stuff that can hurt us.
Yeah.
Not everything, but yeah.
But there's also a lot of things in freshwater that can hurt you.
Yeah. One of the funny ones, Priscilla was thinking about moving the crayfish by hand. Chelsea saw the pinchers on that thing. They don't just go like this. They like curl in. So like if they grab you, they're really gonna grab you.
Wait, I'll show you. You should probably show people what we're talking about. If I can figure this out.
Where are you trying to share?
Hold on. Trying to share my screen.
And that crayfish really eats. I guess I've been underfeeding it because I've been giving it some shrimp pellets, but not too many. And threw some more in there today, and that thing just really goes for it.
So here is that crayfish. Oh, you can't really see it, can you? But the pinchers, they're super strong, and there's like these little hooks on the end of it. Anyway, I decided to not move them by hand.
Yeah, Bob says he doesn't have the Queen Angel anymore.
Shut up. And then trying to find a picture of my other shrimp. Which I know I got here on Instagram somewhere. Oh, speaking of danger here. Spiny urchin.
Ooh.
I actually got stung by one once. Well, I didn't get stung. I was trying to figure out how pokey it is, and it turned out to be really, really pokey. So that was kind of dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know about a spiny urchin, but a tuxedo or two would be nice.
There's a queen angel. Trying to find a picture of my shrimp. Oh, here we
Right
go.
there. There we go. Ooh, video.
So this thing's kind of dangerous too because he has that little club. You can see it right here where he can punch really, really hard.
Who do they call him? The thumb splitter?
Yep. And then last week or this week, what was it? Was it on Tuesday or Wednesday?
Tuesday, I think.
Tuesday, I got bit by an eel. That's how my finger ended up looking. And this was the eel. And there it is. So the eel was underneath this rock. This rock was flipped over, and he was underneath the rock. And I started cleaning the tank with one of those scrubbers. And I didn't see the eel when I started cleaning, and I totally spaced out he was in there. And I'm scrubbing the side of the glass, and a customer says something to me, and I look over and answer her and just feel this sharp, intense pain. And yeah, he was latched onto my little finger. And he has those sharp little teeth. And that's what's my finger. And yeah. So that's, yeah, wasn't a good day.
Yeah. And then she's talking to the old owner of the store, who tells her a story of what did he get bit by?
A large snowflake eel.
And what eel did I buy?
A snowflake eel.
So yeah, bought a snowflake eel, and then I got a nice story about how somebody got the tip of their pinky taken off by one.
But it grew back.
But it grew back. Well, there's that, guys. At least it grew back.
Bob's asking how my finger's looking now. It's not too bad, actually. I think I cleaned it out good enough. I don't think you can see it too good.
It's a lot better.
It's a little irritated, but it's better. And then I realized I tend to keep a lot of aquatic pets that actually can hurt you a lot. Like my manta shrimp can hurt me pretty good. And then I have a Oaxaca puffer that could technically take a tip of my pinky off. I feel like almost lucky I still have all my fingers.
I think it could do more than take the tip of the pinky off.
Oh, yeah. But still, like Bob was just saying, he's elbow deep in the Oaxaca tank. So, yeah.
So yeah, we've already decided that Priscilla's going to be the one cleaning the 150.
Yeah, because, I mean, I work at a fish store and I deal with a lot of fish that can hurt you all the time anyway. Like, for example, lionfish. I get these giant lionfish in for a certain customer that has large tanks. And when I say large tank, I don't mean a 150 or a 200. I mean like 1,000-gallon tank. He always buys like 4 or 5 lionfish at a time. And they usually are really like 12 inches or bigger. And we put them in a tank. And then, of course, I have to catch him so he can take him with him. And yeah, that's always fun. You cannot catch a lionfish with a net. And of course, you cannot catch him with your hand either. So it's kind of like you have to take a 5-gallon bucket, put that inside the tank, and then take a net and try to scare the lionfish into the bucket. But some lionfish get really confident, and their first dorsal ray is the one that's really toxic, and they just like put that thing up towards you and come closer towards you. and try to sting you. And I know if I ever get stung by a lionfish, I'm gonna probably be in the hospital for a couple days because they have neurotoxins. And who was it? Cat Paris asks too, does it have any venom or poison? So moray eels with those sharp little pointy teeth, they do have venom. I think venom, right? But
Um,
it doesn't kill you.
it's
Not
not. It's not
sharp.
a venom. It's their mucus contains a something in it. Maybe that's a venom, but it's not like their teeth inject a venom like snakes. It's that they have the mucus around, and then their bite can go in pretty deep. So there's different kinds of moray eels. There's ones that have more like molars, right? Like the snowflake eel. And then ones that she showed where it has like spiky teeth. And the ones that have spiky teeth actually have two rows, like sharks have several rows of teeth. So it actually has two rows. The back row is what, when it clamps down on its prey, what really keeps a hold of it. Because I guess they actually point backward.
I think I have a picture here of the other eel too on my Instagram.
Hey, 503.
Where was it?
And S was asking how they ship lionfish. Are they shipped normally, or is there
So
something
the
they do different?
I mean, a fish store usually gets boxes that are like 24 by 20 by 20 inches, like large boxes. And there's usually two lionfish in one box. And they put like 4 bags. They usually get scared enough in the bag where they just put their rays down. And they're not trying to get out of the bag or anything like that. So it usually goes low.
So usually 4 bags per fish.
Yeah. And they're really thick bags too. I'm looking for the tessellata eel. Maybe I should have looked for the picture first. Oh, here's my freshwater puffer.
So yeah, you see how it swallows that krill. So I think it could fit more than a pinky in there.
Yeah.
And that thing's in a 125, so it really makes it look small. It's a pretty big puffer.
Oh, here's one of those puffers I told you I wanted to get for the 150.
Ooh. That's a nice puffer.
That's a dangerous fish too.
I would say it seems like there is a whole lot more dangerous species of fish in saltwater than freshwater.
Oh,
And it seems like that's just what we know about. So this is not my specific fish, but this is my story of a dangerous fish. I've had a flower horn. Luckily, it didn't get too large before it decided to bite me. Um, Flower horns don't care. I was a little worried because I was trying to feed the porcupine puffer in here, and I was a little worried that the stars and stripes might try to bite me because I was getting my hand pretty far down in there. And Priscilla says, "No, he knows he feeds you." Man, my flower horn didn't care that I was the one feeding him. He knew I fed him, and the thing is, I would play with him all the time. I was able to rub his head. I would make like a little cup with my hand like this, and he would swim through it and then like go back around and swim through it again, and he would just keep doing it over and over. Um, he never really got tired of it. It was me that was like, all right, I've had enough. Um, and then one day the little asshole bit me.
Yep.
Which, for the record, is I knew he was an asshole. I mean, it's a flower horn, so that's why I named him John. John is my brother's name. So they both like to eat, they both like to poop, and they're both assholes. So he got the name of John.
That's funny. But flower horns and Oscars, I think when they bite, it's more of a playful thing sometimes too. Not like a vicious attack thing.
I could see the whole Oscar thing, but flower horns do clamp down.
Oh yeah, I mean if they get a grip, they get a grip. But anyway, here's the other eel I was talking about. Same thing, pointy face, sharp teeth. Sharp teeth look like this.
And if you look at the thumbnail, you can see a crazier looking one.
Yeah. And there's like, I do have about 1, 2, 3, 4 puncture holes on one side and 2 smaller puncture holes on the other side.
Chewy has drawn blood a few times. Kenny?
Oh, he has a flower horn too named Chewy, right? Or no, what is who's Chewy?
I forget. Chewy, I know it's one of his cichlids. But no, I don't think Kenny has any flower horns. I don't think Kenny cares for hybrid cichlid. I could be wrong.
So the eel is still kicking, still at the start, and I actually fed him because I felt bad not feeding him. Because I almost was like, I'm not going to feed you anymore. You fed me. But I did end up feeding him again. And I mean, he just did what an eel does. Especially, he's a small eel. So he still has to grow. So he's constantly looking for food. That's one thing too. Like smaller fish are much more food aggressive. Like a little puffer, like a little stars and stripe puffer is much more food greedy and aggressive when he's growing versus when he's already bigger. Does that make sense? Yeah. Same goes with the eel. I mean, he's got to eat in order to grow. And any movement in the water is potential food. So, yeah. So Chewy is a flower horn.
Oh, he is a flower horn.
But like a trimac. Oh. That's interesting.
Yeah. Thought about a trimac. He seemed cool.
So since we are on this topic, what else we're gonna get that could potentially hurt me since I'm cleaning those tanks?
Well, you said a lionfish, right? So we've already talked about lionfish, but you want to show a picture of the specific?
Oh yeah, the
lionfish.
Fu Manchu.
Mm-hmm.
No, but freshwater wise, is there anything freshwater wise we're gonna get that's gonna hurt anyone?
Well, I think we're gonna have to breed some crayfish, so we'll probably get more crayfish. Other than that,
So wait, just to set this clear for, I mean, we're live here. We can't take this back. So if we get anything together that is dangerous, I'm gonna be the one cleaning the tanks, right?
Depends. You're assigned to 150. I can clean other stuff. I'm good with the crayfish.
Uh-huh.
Get in there now.
There you go.
There we go.
It's a small lionfish. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, but it's gorgeous.
So that's not your typical classical lionfish. It's a Fu Manchu, and they don't get that big. I think they max out at like 8 inches or so. What's a good lionfish for a big tank? Okay.
Seriously, yes. But we don't talk about the impact the hobby has on finances on this channel.
That's a what do you call it? A no topic.
So you know how you might get in trouble on other streams for speaking about politics or religion? It's finances here.
So
I
Kenny
don't like
says you have a shrimp on steroids that could break cow ribs, and you worry about his fish. So, just to be clear, they're not just his fish. They're our fish.
Right, Kenny? We're already making plans together. What's up, Ian?
It's like, I remember like about 2 weeks ago, he asked me something. He asked me something about his fish room. And I was like, I don't know. It's your fish room. And I never heard the end of it. Because I said, your fish room.
She acts like it's only going to be my stuff in there.
Yeah. So I guess my fish room's his fish room room's my fish room. I don't know.
I technically have fish in your fish room.
Oh, yeah, you do. We should get Ian up here. If he has time. I wonder how his saltwater tank's doing.
You have time, Ian?
Restrained in big capital letters.
Yeah, there's no restraint here.
I think
Zero.
I'm better than he is, so.
Oh, most definitely.
Because I deal with a lot of these fish on a daily, so I don't have the urge as much of buying all that stuff. I'm more worried about like the quarantining and all that stuff, not to lose things and make sure it's gonna all go together well and whatnot. Because I'm sure there was a couple things you wanted to buy where it was like, no, we should not.
Yeah. A few things. Yeah, Ian, I sent you the link in Facebook.
Yeah, because I deal with customers every day too that buy different things. It doesn't end too well. And it's kind of a learning curve for me too, because I know like, oh, don't put this and this together. It's not gonna be good. Otherwise there will be an eel in that 40-gallon tank right now.
I wasn't fast enough. Sorry guys, it was pretty funny. My lawnmower Blenny was straight up pecking at the Nasarius snail shell as the Nasarius snail is just like creeping along. But Sir Ian, that is going to be coming up soon. What's up, Fishymon? Has something that could possibly hurt a little bit. Something that I have in this tank.
The funny thing was too, when I got bit by that eel, I messaged my boss. I was like, hey, I got bit by an eel. Took about 30 seconds and he called me. He's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I think I'm fine. I just need to put a band-aid on there. And he's like, you can go to the doctor if you have to. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't go to the doctor unless I feel like I'm dying. And I'm really like that. I don't go to the doctor if I don't have to. If I think I'm gonna dip soon, I'll go. But yeah. Anyway, he got all worried and he was like, "You can't clean this tank anymore." And he thought it was the big eel that bit me at first. So yeah.
Uh,
It did kind of make me feel weird just because my blood was pumping pretty good. I was on the phone with Anthony too when it happened. And I think I just said like, "Oh, I was starting to curse, and I was like, I just got bit by an eel."
it's
And
funny
then, yeah, I
because
was
there was a
bleeding.
customer in the store, right?
Yeah. And I
Oh
was
man.
bleeding all over the floor and stuff. And I was like, I don't know, what should I do? It's bleeding everywhere.
And I'm driving at the time. I'm like, oh crap, gotta pull over. And then I'm all searching the internet on what to do because I don't know a whole lot about saltwater. And yeah, I had no idea if it was venomous or what. So yeah, kind
Yeah,
of
and it
free.
was funny. I was just standing there with my finger bleeding on the floor, dripping on the floor, and I asked my customer, I was like, I think I need to close the store for a little bit. Do you need help with anything? I wanted to make sure she had everything she needed before I put a band-aid on there. But yeah, that was a different experience. And yeah, it's too bad I did not get it on video. I wish I would have gotten it on video. But now that I think back, it was alright. It wasn't that bad.
She's got to have like a head cam, like the Google glasses or something, so that every time something like that happens at the fish store, she could eventually just make a compilation video.
Yeah, but the thing is, I did not see it. That's why I got bit. If I would have had the glasses and I would have saw it.
I guess.
So yeah. Oh well. Lesson learned. I just have to make sure I know what's in what tank. But if we clean that 150, well, we just have to do it together. I clean, you distract the fish.
I'll
With
distract
you,
them with food.
yeah, on the other side. Or we can get an egg
I think
crate.
we can, like you said, I think we can get it down pretty easy though. Use some egg crate
Mm-hmm.
large enough to the size of the tank and, just shove them off to one side while you're cleaning.
Yeah.
And then do the other side. Not so bad.
Like I said, my finger's not too bad anymore. It didn't go down to the bone or anything. It literally just felt like getting like 10 needles stuck in you like really fast kind of thing.
Fishimon, I think that's going to depend because, yeah, James got a pretty big chunk taken out of his finger. So I think it just depends on what gets you and how badly it gets you. Because I think that moray could have gotten her a lot worse than it did.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, I really don't think it got the back teeth sunken in.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would have really held on if it did.
I think he realized real quick that my hand is too big for him to swallow. So he let go pretty quick. Because I was pulling and he let go. So, yeah.
What would you do if he had gotten a good hold, though? Like, straight up just take it out of the water?
Mm-hmm. Because he would have let go to
All
be
right.
back in water.
We got Ian here. Hey, Ian, welcome to the stream, buddy.
Ian.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not a whole lot.
You going?
So I was telling people how you and I have something similar in our saltwater tanks that might be able to hurt us, even though it's pretty darn small. You want to tell people what I'm talking about?
Oh, the pistol shrimp?
Yep.
Yeah. There's a candy pistol shrimp and a watchman goby in here. They're I don't know about too much like the damage they can do, but I know that they can move a lot of gravel and stuff. And they've got a really loud sound that they make that moves things like a vortex.
So that sound that they make is actually like a sonic wave. So it could actually kill fish, and I think it could probably do some damage to us if it's close enough.
It killed your chorus wrasse, didn't it? You think?
I think it killed the chorus wrasse. So let me show this real quick. So I think you can see it here. You can see that little dot right there is the yellow watchman goby. So this is one of their caves. This is like one of their rocks that they dig a lot under. So like they come out right here. Sometimes they'll dig out right here and several spots in the back. And I found him lying right on top of the rock. So I am pretty sure that it was the pistol shrimp.
Yeah. Probably got too close.
Yep.
So the watchman goby usually, I mean, his job is to watch, literally to watch. So he'll sit on the outside of the hole, controls the perimeter, and when a fish gets too close, the watchman goby will try to whack the fish too. But if the watchman goby can't, then the pistol shrimp will come to the rescue. And somebody asked like sonar, it's kind of like he has like this big claw and he can snap it so fast that it creates like a little burst of water, like a little stream of water that's kind of like a bullet. That's why it's called the pistol shrimp. And their prey in nature is usually like other shrimp or crabs, like cleaner shrimp, hermit crabs, that kind of stuff. And they just shoot them from afar and basically stunt them, and then they can grab them and eat them.
Yeah. I love the skunk cleaner shrimp because of how brazen, is that the word I'm looking for? They are? Like they're just out there. You can stick your hands in there and they'll clean your hands. So I was asking Priscilla about getting some for this tank. And then she sent me a nice little article about how the skunk cleaner shrimp are natural prey for the pistol shrimp.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have probably told you
Like,
that
geez,
before.
I guess that's a no.
Some God, moths are so clumsy.
That GSP is really going there now.
Yeah, it's even going on it's going a little bit down here. Surprised this little strip light's able to grow it.
Oh yeah. You can grow that stuff with the freshwater full spectrum.
Here we go. So everybody knows what we're talking about when it comes to the pistol shrimp. This is a
Yep.
pistol shrimp. And you see this claw? That's his pistol, basically. Let's see if I can find a better picture. There we go. So this is the main claw. That's like the little snapper. And he just snaps them together so fast that it creates that little wave. Now here's a better picture too.
Thank you, Bob.
Yeah.
Pretty much us. Yeah, saltwater definitely has some pretty crazy creatures that we know of. I could really only imagine the ones we don't.
The ones that are deep, deep down there, like the anglerfish.
Yeah, I forgot what kind of fish it was, but I just read about a fish that when it breeds, the male dissolves into the female. Not the female eats it. It literally dissolves into the female,
Oh
and it
yeah, I
becomes
think I
one.
saw that too.
Yeah, some pretty crazy stuff. So how about you, Ian? You planning on keeping anything else that might possibly be able to hurt you?
Not really, man. That's all at the fish store that I work at already. We've got 2 dwarf lions and some eels already, and puffers. There's a big porcupine puffer, so I ain't gonna mess with him very much.
Porcupines are fun to
You
feed.
should see how he attacks the little blocks of krill, man. He destroys them, and the little half shell clams demolishes them.
Do you do a lot of the cleaning over there
On the freshwater side,
on the freshwater side?
yeah, I don't really do much of the saltwater cleaning, but I'm learning slowly.
What up, Big J?
Yeah, I usually do the same thing at the store too. If I hire somebody new, I do all the salt water, and then the new person does all the fresh water. Because I feel like if somebody's gonna get hurt, it should be me.
Oh, how's he doing, Ian?
He's doing good. He's eating, getting full. I constantly see him pecking at little pods and stuff. And when I turn the lights off, I'll check for pods, and they're always on the glass at night.
Nice.
I've been putting pods in, and I've got a spare one in the fridge.
Are you feeding the pods?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit of the stuff. I don't have live Fido yet, but still got to get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my culture starting soon. I've just been feeding the non-live Fido Feast.
Yeah, I was thinking about turning my Zis Brian hatchery into a little copepod culture. Just keep like a light on it, harvest from it time to time.
Sure, that would work. Trying to think of if we are planning on keeping anything else that can hurt us.
Probably, eventually.
I kind of want that eel to come home now.
Oh, the one that bit me?
Yeah.
I know, we have a weird connection now. It's a little awkward. I guess I could take
Well, if we're ever going hungry, we know which one will go first.
yeah, eel sushi. I feel like the eel owes me now. You know when they say that saying, like 2 for 2, eye for eye.
Hey, natural. I was gonna buy some things. I don't know, I should.
Yeah, but it looked like he didn't get you too bad.
No, it's just like it's like a puncture wound, basically, like a needle wound.
Right.
I mean, he gripped pretty good. Like my finger was kind of like bluish the day after.
Night
But,
cat.
yeah.
There is none of that here, Kenny. None of that.
I'm just waiting for Kenny to set up a saltwater tank, and then it's game over.
Right.
Come on, Kenny. A 75, brother. Just a 75. You will thank me later. Your wallet will not.
Yeah, but you know, if he sets up a 75 and he gets some fish that get larger, he's gonna have to set up a larger tank. So we know how that goes.
Hey, Kirk, it only works if she drew some of the eel's blood too.
Yeah. Yep.
So do you have any coral yet, Anthony?
What was that, Ian?
Do you have any coral yet?
A few, not too many. I have a pretty bleached out Agoniporia. I have a sun coral that's not doing the greatest, but is seeming to do a little bit better with its new spot. I do got some GSP, and Priscilla recently brought me a hammer. Oh, and then I forget what this other one is called.
Oh, the Cyphastria, the meteor shower.
Yeah, that one.
It's an encrusting coral, but it's still an LPS, which means it has polyps.
Large stony polyp.
Mm-hmm.
So I should glue it to that rock right there.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting some A cans or something to put in the middle here, like the candy canes.
That'd be cool.
I can't keep 8 cans alive in my saltwater tank.
I'm kind of just been getting the cheap stuff and seeing what's living, kind of like freshwater plants. Start
It's
out with
kind of
the
hard with corals sometimes because I feel like certain tanks tolerate certain corals, but then also there's certain types of corals you can put in there, they're not gonna make it. Like my tank can't handle 8 cans for whatever reason, but hammers do great.
Yeah, natural. And as we're starting the stream, Bob says that he has his elbows, or he's elbow deep in the Fahaka tank. What's up, George?
Does George has anything that's dangerous? I don't think so.
Not that I know of.
Oh, so last time I was at George's, I was trying to pick up his mud skippers. And they have pretty big mouths too.
Well, they're pretty big. They're like, what, 5-6 inches? Something like that?
They could probably bite pretty good too.
I appreciate you having me up, Anthony. I ain't really got much else to talk about. I'm still learning all saltwater, and so I don't really want to say too much.
Yeah,
I
no
don't
worries.
know what the hell I'm talking about. Because I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now with it. I'm just kind of seeing what's working.
Welcome to the
Right.
club.
Yeah, I
Well, you're
appreciate
doing a lot
it.
better than me, man. A lot better than most, I'd say. I'd like to have you back up here for another topic, though, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, what kind of topic would you like to do, man? You don't know. I don't know.
Don't know just yet. I'll talk to you a little bit about it later.
All right, man. I'll see you later.
Cool. Thanks for coming up, man. Have a good night.
Good night.
Later. Uh-oh. I was just like, oh, Ian's here. I can do some art.
So, yeah. I think the topic is pretty exhausted, though. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't think of anything else that we really, really plan on getting in the more immediate future, at least.
Can we get multiple snowflake eels
Multiple.
and zebra eels? Like the whole bottom full of eels?
How are we gonna clean it?
I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there.
That's gonna be a lot of water changes.
It's
We're gonna
gonna
have to run like a whole lot of Kato in that sump.
It's
What
gonna
up,
be a lot
Mark?
of food too. So
All right,
are we
guys.
gonna wait setting up that 150 or are we gonna set it up?
I don't know yet. Probably wait a little bit at least, because I still got to do the sump for it anyway. So
Alright.
I am going to try, really try. I don't think it's gonna work, but I am going to try to show some sort of restraint. Yeah, it'll be set up tomorrow. Gotta go, guys. I gotta go set up the 150. Vitro.
Oh, take it easy, Mark.
Amber's about to launch her beta site.
Yeah, I think she is. It's exciting.
Sweet.
So now that its topic is over and we still have about 10-15 minutes left, should we open it up?
Sure.
If anybody has anything to add to dangerous experiences,
There is the link. I think maybe. Did it actually post? Let me go over here.
yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, speaking of dangerous things, well, it's not dangerous, but snakes, reptiles probably are more dangerous than fish, right?
I'm sure there are some. Which ones? I have no idea. But yeah, I'm sure there's some.
I mean, a snake
Well-
can bite pretty good.
Isn't there like a little frog that's pretty darn poisonous?
Oh, dark frogs? Can we do dark frogs?
Dark frogs.
Yeah.
Maybe. See what she's doing, guys? I was trying to just have a fish house, and it's going to be like an animal house.
But I like animals. You already said yes to chameleon.
My most memorable experience was as a toddler going to the beach for the first time. I saw a huge saltwater crocodile
Oh,
sunning itself on the beach, ways down the beach, and tried to run over and pet it. Oh man. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But yeah, I probably would have tried to do that as a kid too. Later, Kenny.
oh, it's Kenny's bedtime. Crocodiles get pretty big.
The dark frogs raised in captivity are not poisonous, just the wild ones. It's
Yes.
due to what they eat. Oh.
It's like a certain type of fly or something they eat in nature that makes them poisonous. and they're not poisonous when they eat the the flyless fruit flies. Yeah, I think that's it.
It looks like George is causing his own dangers.
Barbecue. He did was barbecuing yesterday and live streaming it too. If I would have been right there yesterday, I totally would have just hopped in the car and drove over to George's. Oh, by the way, George, next Saturday, I'm going to come by in the morning-ish. Well, morning-ish, 10-ish or so, probably. 10 to 2. I need more footage of your fish room.
Hey, GRB.
Oh, GRB would have been a good candidate for this topic. He lives in the country of danger.
Collaboration of curiosities. Bob caught him with the left. Screamed the whole way to the car. Well, it'd be more interesting to ask GRB what he has there that is not dangerous.
Yeah.
And Collaboration of Curiosities lives in Australia too.
Oh.
Ooh,
Well, I was
cool.
wondering where he lives, where there's a saltwater crocodile.
Oh, they're on completely different coasts. How long does it take to get from one side to the other, I wonder? Hey, BJ.
BJ. Probably Australia's pretty big.
Is it?
Did you hear that? Alright, my dog's mad about something. Rambo, stop!
The fly scared him.
What are you worried about? You were just sleeping. He's got a nightmare. Oh, speaking of flyless fruit flies, I think I need to make a culture because betas love that.
Really?
Fish in general love it.
Really?
Uh-huh. We should do that.
Sounds good. 5.5 hours if you fly?
But there's like a certain type of gel or something you can buy, like you have to mix and put it in like deli cups, and then they just multiply. We'll figure that. See, that's what we do when we're together. We're like, oh hey, we should do this, we should do that, and then we have 500 million things on the list to do.
Yeah, well, how many things are on there already? I don't know. Into the double digits, probably. Oh my god, another. What'd you start, Kenny? You're not even here yet to enjoy all this
What can you
anymore.
start?
Yeah. Kenny said we should combine our names.
That would be weird.
We're not famous enough. We're not celebrity-like enough. Or I'm not celebrity-like enough.
Now everybody's coming up with something. That's so funny.
Cracoloni? What?
That sounds like a type of sausage.
Yeah, GRB. Kenny was here and he started the whole combining the name things. Antonilla. But
Oh, that's so funny.
oh man. Well, we've been going for an hour.
Should we go?
You got work tomorrow.
Nobody came up.
Hashtag blame Kenny. Is there any other streams right now?
Let's see. Looking. Kevin's, Canaan's, and Aquatics. And then Big Tank Hank's still going too.
Ooh. So yeah, guys, we're gonna end it here, and you got two choices that we see at least. You got Big Tank Hank and Kevin's Canines and Aquatics. So Big Tank Hank usually has a guest on, and I believe Kevin usually has a panel. So whatever your flavor. But thank you everyone for coming out. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, babe, for joining me on the stream. Made it fun.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everyone.
Night, everybody.